Hello guys, Mr. Traffic came back once again. Shot out of the video. Hajime Ippo around 1441 came out. Actually quite recent, about roughly 11 minutes ago. I guess I have no reason for it. It just came out late today. So just well, got into the introduction. Just it might be a same for continuing to work on that book and to believe in the dream, but hey. Who knows? As Gar once said, it becomes second nature to me now. Well, let's get right into it. And we have Teihei Kitaro and Ippo once again running at the riverbank. And I believe it's Itagaki who's running behind him saying, "Good morning," and we have big trouble. While Itagaki was asleep, a sticky situation broke out. I could be right. I could be right. Itagaki says, "Big trouble." It tastes like kicking up a first thing in the morning, huh? And he was like, "What is it?" That's kind of remind me when episode 58 of the original anime, where Ippo's looking sad with a bandage in his eyes. I remember that with the Ippo head turn here. I guess Ippo is on the bike. So Itagaki says you're on the bike, and Ippo's like, "Kumisai gave me a warning, so for now I have to hold back on. I have to hold back in order not to exacerbate my head injury." Itagaki's like, "Makes perfect sense." Ippo's like, "So, this big trouble, you say?" It's just like, I am on fire. Ippo's like, I see. That's good though, right? Let's put that new engine into training." And Itagaki's like, "Not that, this." And he shows him the phone. And Tay and Kitaro pull out their phones. And Tay's like, Kitaro's like, "Whoa, huh?" Ippo's like, what? Question mark. And Itagaki's like, "Oh yeah, Senpai doesn't have a smartphone. Where do I begin to explain this?" Hey, look, I've already made my peace with that. Move along. You see, that's at the gym. What the fuck? Oh my goodness! The plot thickens. Oh. Well, we don't know what type this is going to be. Aoki's like, Itagaki's Twitter is blowing up. Itagaki's like, yesterday morning it was normal, but overnight it started blowing up like this. And you know what Aoki and Kimura got? They got the smartphones. I would have had it more believable if it was just, hey, maybe the BlackBerry was made a few years earlier, and we could watch this grainy footage. Nope. And it was like, wait, are you saying that you all use Thriller? Yep, it's one of those. So, you remember the Mojang stuff? Or any other time something random Ippo showed up, like randomly Takamura had a victory parade, and it went all crazy. And Kumi, like the Tokyo Demon I call her, when she heard they crash, and she somehow thought that was funny. It just bust out laughing. Just let's all remember, there's a reason why those two are related. And Elke's like, yeah, it's how people. That's how I tell people I've got a match. Of course you do. And Kimura's like, fans also use it to learn about tickets going on sale. You see outside the gym, you should probably buy a smartphone too. Oh my gosh. You can't make, look, man, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Kumacho's got one, I feel my landline is enough. Ippo, I believe it's Ippo saying. Rilke's like, why are you blown up in the first place? Well, you can't see the tweet. And Itagi's like, yeah, what the heck? What the heck did you tweet? And he shows him the phone, and it's Ippo punching Mishiba. I guess it's a photo. And Itagaki's Twitter is one of those chapters. Mishiba shines in top form. He got the perfect anti-southpaw strategy in place. I've got big hopes for his world title match. In the image you chose to post of him getting punched. You know, if Takamura would have did this, it would have made sense. But this is a slimy Itagaki, looking really slimy out here. Ryoki's like, your three doesn't really match the picture you use. Why did she? Yeah, yeah. Why did this? Wait. Yeah, why did this get you blowing up? And Itagaki's like, I got no freaking idea. I was basically a lurker with only a few hundred followers. But now I got over 1,000. And he puts like, but is it a bad thing that people are following you? Is it a bad thing that people are following you now? People are following you now? That's what it says. No, there's no misreading. It'll make an announcement more impactful, right? And we hear some Twitter responses here by Nishitiro. He's getting hit. It doesn't look like he's in the top form at all you being sarcastic. Masato, you're just being bitter. You're just bitter. Nobody wants to watch your matches. Ironically, like you go to George's Twitter, he does get into some interesting conversations, as just with some other Japanese people. I won't say it's arguments, but I think he might be going back and forth with a few people. Tamayama, who's hitting Mishiba-san? Why are you hiding him? Why are you trying to brag? The brag that you the only know. Poser. Okuno, he's just holding back to prepare for his world title match. Don't look down on him. Kametaro, you're weak shit. Cassetti, a weakling like you should keep Mishiba-san's name out your damn mouth, loser. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, you should keep Mishiba's name out your effing mouth. If you know, you know. Wait. Somebody's walking up on the stage. That's Itagaki. Wham! Tuku. Weaklings like you have no rights to talk smack. And Kazuni, yeah, don't get it twisted. He posts like this is bad. Yogi's like, oh yeah, saying he's in top form, but showing him getting hit is like you're making fun of him. It's a guy who's like, I didn't have any other good pictures. You have a smartphone and you chose not to record footage. You know, if this was just a BlackBerry or like an early Nokia phone, this would have made more sense of the photo. And you know what? Maybe like some early MySpace that started. No. As a guy who's like, I couldn't show Senpai's face. He's retired. Kimura, yeah, it really does look like you're trying to brag, like you're trying to brag that you're the only one who knows it. And the guy is like, more replies came in while you was talking. And shut up. And Kimura's like, whoa, are you going to reply to him one by one? The guy is like, of course not. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you should have known what type of chat this was, which was going to continue to be. And the guy is quick, I know I'm getting flamed. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I don't even get paid for this, man. I can't do it, man. I can't. Look, I can't, man. I can't get it. Who don't let George be hit with the cool kids? Who? No, George been taking photos of some people recently. I'm gonna start investigating these people, cause somehow George is hit with the cool kids. Apparently, People are getting flamed. Hashtag is lit. That was fire. Oh, by the time before you hear a yeet. Oh, I need to stop. Oh my goodness. So I'll stop joking and fanning those flames by accident. Sorry to dampen the mood. And the guy, Yoki's like, you could have could you have picked a worse reply? Itagaki's like, they're being annoying anyway. Look at this. By band goat. What the hell is this? Are you making fun of him by calling that top foreign? Don't look down on Mishiwa-san. Are you that desperate for attention? Wait. I guess that's tier. If his opponent was stronger than this, okay, how about telling us who it is? Or was it you? Nah, no way. It was Itagaki. Keep trying your best. I'll be your second if you want. And the Oka's like, shut the fuck up. Who writes like this? Some middle-aged bitch. And the Itagaki's like, pisses you off, right? Wait, I remember this band goat fucker. Not remembering it, not that remembering it makes any difference though. I just sent it's holding a picture of a sky. He didn't even have his grammar before. And someone says, "Don't look down on grandma grammar." This has to be a Japanese translation. What is grandma? And we see it's Yagi. Yeah. It's Yagi. And he says, the text-challenged generation doesn't want to be frightened or confused by cutesy language and emojis. They want to get along with the youngsters. There it is. There it is. That's some real old man talk. You know, recently I saw a picture of my father. He's in the Navy. And, now, I didn't realize it how... I guess I would have kept that up to how old he was. But he's going to be 60 years old next year. 60. That got me very concerned. Now, you know, everybody get old, you know, of course, everybody gets old, you know. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But what's saying about an inch or two tall with him these days? So, in common collective manner, the epitome of wisdom and courage. So don't say something so outrageous. And the Yoki's like, yes, sir. And this guy could like, just like he said, this is Yagi we're talking about here. I mean, where's the great Takamura when you need him? And Kimura's like, what the fuck is that? And Yoki's like, I mean, basically, he's basically that age too. He must have felt defensive. And the guy says to himself, does band goat mean something? And Ippo's like, but you sure seem like it was based on a woman rights, it was a woman-based writing, you seem so sure that it's a woman based on the writing style. But is that really the case? Well, we get this zoom out shot, everybody's on the roof now. Well, the anomaly lets you say what you want, and no one knows your real age is in there. Plus, on top of that, you can have as many burners account as you want. And he puts like burner. I swear they're gonna start wearing Supreme and Ippo gonna hit a dab next. Oh my goodness. Ugh. And the Gaku's like basically a secondary account to support your main one. One person can have many accounts as they want. You could use them to parrots, whatever you're saying, either to support your to support your point or to attack someone else. You could do anything. I'm sorry, if you're an individual who need a burner to attack somebody, you need help. You need help. What? You need a match. Ippo says to himself, I really don't understand at all this account talk, but in the first place, but Ippo says out loud, you're saying if I reply politely to 10 people, it might be the same person, or it might all be the same person. That's chaotic. It's like, serious stories are a dime a dozen. Some people like to call trouble for laughs. And Kimura looks over. Yeah, they might, yeah, but they may also seriously disagree with you. The guy, cause like I'm the one showing my real name and face. I don't care if some anonymous asshole says something. Says he's serious. Kimura's like, look, we're fine using our real names and faces, but some people can't afford to do that. Plenty of change has been brought about anonymous sources. There are surely revolutionaries whose names would never go down in history. So why do I pause at that? Have you ever been caught up with Japanese politics? Recently, there's been a recent thing with the whole manga community, and with I think some politicians want to reveal the actual names and the actual people who are behind the mangas and stuff. Now, what you realize, a common trend. Now, how many people do you see who are just like George Morikawa, who goes around showing his face, compared to the ones who's like Itagaki, the author Baki, the Baki author Itagaki. Her daughter don't show her face. The one who worked at Juicy Kaijin don't show his face. My Hero Academia guy don't show his face. There's a lot of creators, especially the more recent ones, who don't show their face at all. The Akuna, the Death Stretch or something fierce. The George, did you use this chapter just to push your political beliefs, George? Don't tell me you did that, George. George. Morikawa. Mr. No, George. I understand you work with the whole manga association. George, don't, George, please, George, I'd rather the ending be out of nowhere, Ippo get hit by a bus and they had the series turn to this. George, please, no, George, no. Kimura tapped something. I don't think you should really take anomaly so lightly. And Yoko's like, yeah. The guy could, like, just like you said, Kimura tweets out, it seems like my Kohan accidentally kicked up a fuss, but rather than go all in him via text, why not go see him in person? So see him in person at a match. When it comes down to it, he delivers. Yoko's like, you use your real name? Kimura's like, I couldn't stand to look at it. It's a long shot, but I hope it'll back you up a bit. And Ippo says to himself, how nice. It's a guy who's like, that backup only pissed everyone off even more. And the guy is like, he tweets out, keep flaming, I'm just getting fired up. And Aoki tells Itagaki that because what you said, if you keep flaming, of course they'll flame back. We're getting off topic here. What started this flame war in the first place? The Gaku's like, well, I don't like being told what to do. You know, this is starting to show some very bad personality traits from Mr. Itagaki here. And he continues to say, you have to put on a strong force and be taken seriously. And both Aoki and Kimura says and Ippo says don't fan the flames, just ignore them. And two of the side characters that Aoki's used to have, they show up. Doughboy and Stick Legs. Oh my goodness. And he's like, Sensei, we got some new analysis results. And Aoki's like, well done. Ippo's like, analysis. I do not know this guy's names, so I just like so the skinny one says the results of the analysis of the flame war, thanks to someone initially retweeting, it spread twofold. The Dobo says we had to weed through dozens of burner and flamed accounts, but during the course of investigation, one specific name came up. Miyuki. Rather than someone else's world title match, a no man lose like you should probably focus on yourself, dumbass. And the guy's like, hey? This guy? And it goes like, don't feed the trolls. And Stickman continues, whenever the flame war starts to die down, this person will throw more wood on the fire. He promotes Shirt Itagaki's replies and fan the flames. He got more than 100 retweets of this one thread alone. Ippo's like, there's no limit to how persistent they can be. And the Aoki's like, there are so many bad people in this world. Next time, if it's the Twitter thing, you're not gonna see a video. So just in case, I don't know how many people make it to this point. Just in case, there will be no video if the Twitter thing continues. We've just had an entire chapter. Let's remember, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have so many characters to catch up on, and we choose to waste time with an entire chapter on Twitter. Burners, flames, and a Twitter account, and everybody getting smartphones. Because nobody saw a commercial for a smartphone, nobody was sponsored by a smartphone. It was just quite ironic on how we barely seen any boxers get a sponsorship still, besides from Takamura and Aoki because he the place of where he works. Well, what about Ippo's fishing boat risk? That don't count. That's his own family business. That don't count. It'd be like saying I pawned it. It'd be like saying I painted an advertisement about a comic book on my back. That don't count. I clock in and work there. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've just had an entire chapter, 13 pages of Ippo in the game talking about the new smartphones and Twitter. I did not make this up. This might be the only time I might think about tweeting George directly. And I don't know how much English this man knows, but Twitter does have a translate function. And I would like to ask him, with so many characters that still need to be developed, why did we need to waste an entire chapter talking about Twitter? Why do we need to talk about the older generation? I cracked that joke about being hip with the cool kids, and Yagi pretty much state that exact thing. You can't make this up, Nakuna, for, well, you know, some people need to be anonymous, and they can't afford to do things. Really now, George? George, this better not be an entire chapter to advertise. Now, somebody say, well, he did the exact same thing for Mahjong. I'll say yes or no. Yes, he did know a lot of people with Mahjong, and he was doing this whole promotion thing where he drew after people. Yes, but at least that tied into Keith Dragon. Sure, somebody say, well, he artificially did it just to time for it to promote it. Yes, but then it never felt like, well, you know, they were just doing it just because just to do it. They actually had a character, actually could see what could potentially Keith Dragon could do, what extra element the dragon has in his up his sleeves. Instead of it just being, hello guys, we got smartphones. And then he didn't even post up a video clip, he just posted up an image anyway, so why not just have it be a BlackBerry or a camera phone? And then isn't it ironic that somehow, so how does Mari and Fuji still have a job? Because if everybody using smartphone and Twitter, that means they'll rather get the news sources from online than physical. And some might say, well, that's not true, because over there in Japan, they still sell magazines, and that's how they get the manga chapters out there. Yes. But fun fact, have you ever been curious about what Ippo is publishing? You do realize that Ippo is published alongside the exact same series of Fairy Tail and Eden Zeroes, correct? And what do you see usually on the cover of those magazines? Woman. So you ever wonder how Ippo can get away with the whole, well, we got people who are completely nude. Balls and everything. The 8 Bottle and Jack Daniels. You wonder how you got, well, because the magazine's publishing. This is not no Shonen Jump. There's a reason why the good-looking girls that's talking about say is on the cover. So in this case, what the hell was I going with this? Damn it, I hate when that shit happens. In this case, if everybody using the Mari thing, wouldn't that mean that Mari and Fuji would be doing like stuff online, promoting stuff online, having an online magazine, online articles? Not including the fact that recently Japan has been moving a lot towards to a digital, and that's why you can't, like, the whole sale figures are not one-to-one anymore. So we don't know how much they're selling, how much money they're making from digital. And what George know that about, since the first 100 chapters of his was put up on there digitally for the first time. Not some fan scanlation or anything. So, how do they still have a job? How have they not brought this up? How come Fuji did not have digital cameras? How come, I'm telling you, it was the next time we see him, or if that kid that Ippo talked to, if either of them have a drawing tablet, there's gonna be a problem. Like what happened? Like it's and then we got people like Togashi. Well, I'm gonna post up one of the endings I was thinking about for the series. Togashi, work with an anime studio and just do it that way. It solves the problem. and then hire a brand new person to do your stuff direct. If you had that much health concerns, you can solve it that way. I might have to get on Twitter and start putting some words to these people. Like I really can't believe that we had an entire chapter of a Boston manga dedicated not to anything to do with characters, not to anything that means anything. So there is no Hayami. No, there's no Hayami. There's no Amai. There is no Hammer now. There is nothing. They're literally reacting to a tweet with no footage and a photo. There's nothing I hate more when I come up with a better idea than the stuff that I'm reading or watching or playing. I really do hate when that stuff happens. It becomes really hard to enjoy something when that happens. And this has happened multiple times in this series. An entire chapter of Twitter. What? At least with the male Jong, he tried to tie it in with a character, the Manhattan Demon King, Keith Dragon, the luckiest man on the planet. Well, used to be. The Takamura put his hands and feet on him. But it's just that could have been strike one. I don't know. Maybe George disguised it well back then. I'm about to reread the series and now I think about it. Maybe that whole Iwasawa becoming a manga creator wasn't so random. Maybe having Ippo doing the whole manga stuff wasn't so random. I hope this don't continue into the future of the series, because that right there, I probably said more interesting things about my own personal life and my reactions, or talk about Japan politics than anything that happened in this chapter. I don't think I've seen one singular chapter of Ippo waste so much time. At least when Ippo came back with the mask, they were just joking around and having fun. Similar to when we found out that Teihei was Ioki's brother, and the whole, we're gonna give him Kakamori gonna give Aoki a contra, but then again, maybe, just maybe, this is a product of a long-standing problem with Ippo. Because there's been a lot of things similar to Ippo and this Mexican mask syndrome, and a lot of other things where it's just like, wow, this seems to be random. If we get 1, 2, 3 chapters dedicated to it, maybe, just maybe, these were early signs that George had been doing this for a long, 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 long time. It makes you wonder, when did Ippo go from an actual story to something that George does? Similar like people who write Curious George or Jeff Kennedy with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. At what point did it come from a story with an ending to, well, you know, it's a story, I could just more or less put anything into it. It's not like a series is immune to putting your life experiences into it. Twitter. It's... What can I say? I'm going to have to edit this video. I'm going to have to color this stuff. And then get no views on it. I'm not going to make money off this stuff anyway. So if the next chapter is still doing with Twitter, look, I'm gonna read it personally. You're not gonna get it. I already have some other videos to post up. That my one I came up with not too long after. I said, well, you know, I need to upload video. You know, just I need to video. Oh my, he hasn't done anything. Hammer now hasn't done anything. Hey, that's a good matchup right there. That's a good matchup. I can't believe that actually happened. And it's like, it's not even since Ippo retired, there's been a lot of instances of where George will go off and do something for seemingly for no real reason at all. No real reason. No real reason at all. And I'm starting to think, was there anything in season 1 of Ippo that was like that? And even post season 1, is it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's been MSWK. This video might come out tonight, tomorrow. Gotta go down to the local I gotta go down to the local employment office tomorrow. Why you wanna walk? What difference does it make whether I walk there or not? You're not doing it. I really can't believe that. I really cannot believe we don't waste an entire chapter on Twitter. George, if you wanted to do this, you could have made some quick drawings and just posted this up on your Twitter. There was nothing gained from this. There was nothing that hinted towards the character. There is no, well, you know, it turns out Keith Dredden was ambidextrous. They could use both hands. There was none of it. There was no fast flickering speeds. There is no potentially figuring out Dragon's IQ or what his techniques are. There is nothing. I'm going to have to look back and analyze about how much stuff that just seemed random that George put in there and how long this problem has been going on. How long has I been dancing to George's tune all this time? How long? Well, it'd be interesting to get thoughts and opinions about Hajime Ippo Twitter edition and how you feel that you have 7 days waiting on a chapter to hopefully get to update some characters that seemingly, I don't know, man. On Twitter, robbery might be an understatement. All about Twitter. Wasted our time about Twitter. An episode about Twitter and Twitter fans. Now I cracked all those jokes about a Supreme. Oh my goodness! It's like that. It's like the wife from The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Is that when it started? Back then? That's that short film. My goodness. But I've been Mr. Story Character. I like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.